Hey everyone, this is Chase with TCG Bulk Kings. I'm doing a video today that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I've really wanted to settle down in exactly how it is that I'm doing things, and I wanted to make sure that I had told it to you guys right. So I'm going to go today through my new bulk inventory system, how I keep things organized. Specifically, it's in Flesh and Blood cards, but I will be expanding into my other games. I wanted to go ahead and explain how I'm doing these things because I've had a couple of people asking about it, and it's just really exciting to me because it seems like it's helping me out a whole lot. Now, I'm not here to tell you that you're doing it wrong if you're doing things in a different way than I am. I can't guarantee that the way I'm doing it is best for everybody. It likely isn't the best for everybody. This is just something I've been putting a lot of thought into for how it's going to work best for me. And if you're also scaling or have a large inventory or looking to have a large inventory in the near future, what I'm doing might help you figure out what system works best for you. So I wanted to go ahead and share it with everybody. Over the last couple of years, I've gone through a couple of big changes in how I sort and organize my existing inventory for TCG Player. Originally, when I was smaller, I was just starting out. So I started out just selling Magic cards, and it made the most sense in my head to just organize things by card number. This is how I would put it into binders when I would do when I would build master sets. It's just how it mostly appealed to me. So I would organize everything by card number, which usually means sorting by color and then alphabetizing within each color and then having the colors in a certain order. Some sets that gets weird with, sometimes you get occasional things that are out of order, like colorless non-artifact cards from Battle for Zendikar, or Conspiracy Take the Crown had the schemes or whatever that would go at the beginning of the thing, and then they had the two sets of colored cards within the set. So I realized after a while of messing with that, and then also after expanding into Pokemon and Flesh and Blood, this wasn't really a sustainable solution. Organizing by card number entirely. With Pokemon, it was really difficult because the card numbering doesn't have anything to do with the alphabet. And it's not really, unless you just know the Pokemon like the back of your hand, it's not really obvious what type a Pokemon would be sorted under. So it was just really hard to pull if you have 3,000 cards from a single set. So when I got into those games, and then also at around the same time, I started selling through TCG Player Direct, which is almost a year ago now, which is crazy. The big volume increase from that and the other issues let me realize that I needed to alphabetize, just straight up alphabetize the cards within each set. So I've been transitioning to that. All my Pokemon is done that way. All my Flesh and Blood is done that way. Most of my Magic is done that way. There's still a few big sets that I haven't re-optimized to that, but it's still a process that's going on. But over the last couple of months, I've again been rethinking my storage of sorted inventory. Even when they're organized alphabetically, sometimes it takes a while to pull cards for orders because, you know, say Throne of Eldraine, I think I have 9 or 10,000 Throne of Eldraine bulk commons and uncommons in inventory. When you sell one copy of Bell of the Brawl and you're flipping through all the Bs, it's hard to know where that card starts and where that card ends. So you're just guessing a chunk of cards and flipping through them constantly until you find the right card block for every single card that you have to pull. And some days it's 2 or 3 or 500 cards that I'm having to pull. It just the little inefficiencies add up. And I noticed that for Pokemon, I have a practice that I sleeve every foiled card that I have listed in inventory, just because I'm not sure how long I'm going to hold on to it, and I don't want that foil to get scratched up while I'm flipping through cards trying to pull orders. So I just put all the foils in sleeves, and the foiled cards go in the same set. They don't have a separate section in my inventory system. They go in the same set after the non-foil version. And I noticed that pulling Pokemon got a lot easier for sets that I have a whole lot of holo foils for, because I can just flip from foil to foil to foil to foil because the sleeve sticks up above the top of the non-foil cards just a little bit. Instead of just guessing where I needed to look for the next card, I could flip a lot more quickly, a lot more efficiently. I've also been trying to figure out some type of system for myself of how to know when and what I need to sort and list next. So, like, there's about 200,000 Flesh and Blood cards over there. There's about 200,000 Magic cards over there. There's about 40,000 Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards right there. Lots of stuff I need to sort and list. I need to decide what to sort and list next. I don't want to waste time sorting and listing cards that I already have plenty of, and I don't want to waste my time sorting and listing cards that nobody's buying. I want to know what people are buying, what's running low, what I need to list next to keep up with demand. So I decided to try something out that I adopted from reading The Toyota Way, and that's to put in a unique divider card for every card in a set. I made these up in the same program that I use to print the address labels that I put on customers' orders. It was really easy. I just downloaded from TCG Player a spreadsheet for the entire CSV file for the entire set and loaded it right into my label printing software and made a label real quick and printed it out, and they look great. They look like this. So then I just take these labels and I stick them, I take the sticker labels and stick them onto index cards that I've cut to the right size, and I stick them into the set so that every card in the set has its own divider card. It's so now it's really easy to find cards for pulling. It's really easy to add new cards into inventory when I list new cards. Also, in a big way, it helps me to understand what is running low in stock so that I can see what I need to list next. So as I'm pulling orders, I can see, hey, I'm running out of Minnowism Blue and Red, or I'm running out of Underworld Ragehound from Theros Beyond Death, or if I'm running out of Scoop Up Nets or something like that. That way I know I need to go and find, a big chunk of cards from Rebel Clash to sort, or a big chunk of cards from Monarch to sort, or a big chunk of cards from Theros Beyond Death. That way, also, when I run low on several cards from that set, I have a big visual reminder that I can't get away from. It says, hey, these are getting low, you need more because people are buying them. And if you don't have any more listed, people can't buy them from you anymore. So you won't get money. And you have the cards, they're just right over there. Get them listed. Another benefit to the inventory cards is that I may at some point want to have a singles buy list, and I need to have a system in place for me to run that, or at least my eventual team to be able to run that. This can be easily adapted into a system that will allow me to maintain a singles buy list. Just because this has so greatly increased my productivity in Flesh and Blood cards, which is where I've only implemented this so far, I'm planning to roll this system into Pokemon and Magic as well. Those are much bigger games with a huge amount of sets, so it's a huge amount of work. And I'm not sure that doing this really makes sense if I only have 50 cards from the set. So I'm probably not going to be doing it for like Shadowmoor anytime soon or anything like that. But as new sets come out and I get a lot of stock from new sets, or sets that I have large back stock of now, I'm planning to go ahead and implement this tagging system so that it makes my daily life easier. I can front load an hour of work to make every time I do that in the future easier. And I feel like that's probably a win. Let me know if you have any ideas, or if you want to implement this system, or if you have something similar or have used something similar in the past. I would absolutely love to hear about it. If you like this content and want to see more stuff like this, make sure you give me a like and subscribe. Feel free to check out some of my other videos that I've got here, including this one where I show you how to pack up bulk orders, or if you're submitting bulk to a buy list, this is the best way to pack it up into a large flat rate box. Thanks for stopping by.